We're live. Cubs post game.
How about
Look at
that?
us.
Let's go, Shay. Game 5,
Look
Saturday.
at us. Yeah, dude. I can't wait. What do you think?
The bat showed up. I think that is obviously, and then Matthew Boyd was awesome tonight.
It was great.
I mean, it all worked out. That's
Carm's here
exactly.
too.
What's
We
up,
got-
Carm?
What's up, boys?
Carm, I'm gonna shoot you a take. You ready? I want to see if you're with me.
Shoot me a take already? Wait, do I have to fix my camera? Is it okay?
You look great.
All right. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I've never seen the screen like this. Like I can barely see. All right, what's going on? Shoot me
You
the
look
take.
great. All right, here you go. Pat Murphy fucked the series today.
Well, I mean, what makes you say that? Bunting down 3 runs in the 5th inning?
That, I think, going all in with Freddie Peralta on short rest to win tonight because you wanted to line him up for an NLCS that doesn't exist. Throwing Aaron Ashby for damn near 40 pitches.
Yeah.
And now you got to go into a game 5 without your best pitcher and with your best bullpen arm gassed.
Well, first of all, wait, Freddie wasn't on short rest. Today was the 5th day for Freddie, right?
I thought it was 4 days.
Today was his 5th day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Was it a 4-day rest situation then? That's still shorter than you often get in the regular season because
Well,
they pitch with off days so much.
I think the other 2 points are valid, and I think it smacks a little bit of desperation, sacrifice bunting midway through the game when you're chasing 3 runs. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know that everybody loved the idea of the Cubs bunting when they did, but in that point, you know, for all the railing I do on sack bunting, like I kind of understand that. I mean, you're up 3. You've got the advantage. The bottom of your order is coming up. A bottom of the order that has struggled to begin with. I have no problem with what Craig Counsell did there. I might, on the macro, you know, like tell you avoid sacrifice bunting as often as you can because it's going to reduce the likelihood of you scoring runs. That is a statistical fact. People don't like hearing it. It is a statistical fact. It is going to reduce the likelihood of you scoring runs. But the situational baseball, I can understand, especially in these moments. I didn't mind what Counsell did. What Murphy did with the top of his order coming up, I thought smacked of desperation a little. So I thought that was crazy. Maybe kind of hanging Ashby out to dry a little bit was somewhat surprising too. So I don't know that it's a totally crazy take. I don't mind him going with Peralta. I don't think if you're them, I think you end this when you can. So I don't mind that decision at all.
I agree with you on principle. Like I respect Pat Murphy going all in. We're going to win game 4, but I also think it hurts them. Like Cubs fans should not feel bad that Pat Murphy went all in to win tonight.
Yeah.
And now they have a do or die game on Saturday.
Right. Yeah. We can talk about this as we go on, and we'll spend all day talking about it tomorrow. I mean, now it gets interesting as to what the best option is for Saturday, obviously. Sylvie's in. I see Sylvie. What's up, brother? You feel good?
What's up? I feel great.
I'll tell you guys this. I haven't cheered that loud for a Cubs home run since I'm 8 years old. Okay? It's been 40 fucking years since I cheered that loud for a Cubs home run. I love it for Yurko. I love it for the show. I love it that I had Ian Happ at Sylvie had a better number than me. I had 480. Sylvie had 6-1. I love every freaking bit of it. I had a Michael Busch home run too.
Me too.
I've never said thank you Cubs for hitting home runs. 40 years it's been since I've said thank you Cubs for hitting home runs like I did tonight.
I'm sure you guys have talked about it already. I had to get we were talking about this yesterday. Trader Joe's snacks. I got Trader Joe's pistachio ice cream to celebrate.
Look at you.
After I just finished off a bottle of wine, so
here we go.
It was a good night tonight.
Do you remember I told Waddle last night, if he jumps on, he was drinking scotch. I said, if the Cubs win, I'm gonna drink with you guys tonight.
What do you got?
So I busted out. Now my grandfather was a diehard Cub fan. My granddad. So I busted out the old granddad 114. There it is. So we're drinking some old granddad 114 because I know wherever he is, he's happy. He lived his whole life, nice life, 90. Well, my grandfather lived to 92. He died in 2014. He missed the Cubs World Series by 2 years. Never saw them win. 90-something years on this planet. Born and raised in Chicago, never saw him win. So I was always a little sad that he didn't get to see him win. So I poured a little old granddad for the old granddad tonight.
I think you know what this calls for, Carm, is for you to switch back to being a Cubs fan.
No, it doesn't.
To honor your grandfather. Honor your grandfather, Carm.
I'll show you, Sylvie, right there. That's what we do. That's what we're talking about right there. White Sox, baby.
Did you hear the story that Jesse told?
No, which one? When? With you guys?
Well, he texted us this, and then I put him on the spot to tell it on the air today.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, you heard it?
Yeah.
That Jerry texted somebody very high ranking in the Brewers organization right after they were about to face the Cubs. Like something to the point of go out and beat those bastards.
So stupid.
Right? Like
fucking,
he's a part of the worst team in the history of the sport. They lost 102 games this year, and he's getting all excited about the Brewers beating the Cubs.
That's insane.
Complete nonsense, but it's par for the course with him.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I'm not going to be overly concerned or worried about it. Shay had a take. We were talking about with me and Chris and Shay were talking about when you came on. Throw it at him, Shay. Go ahead.
I don't want to. Okay, I'll just start with this. I think it's Cubs in 5. I think Pat Murphy boofed the series today. I think it was like, I get going all in. You use your best pitcher in game 4. You want to end it early, line yourself up for the NLCS. But I thought leaving Ashby in for damn near 40 pitches was a mistake. Carm brought up the sack bunt, trailing 3 runs. Yeah. That's a mistake.
That's a mistake.
And I just look at this guy out on the street.
Is that Tyler and Charlie?
That's Tyler and
back there.
On the street.
Pulse on the street.
Oh my God!
It's nice that Tyler joins us finally.
Here I'm trying to get a take off.
Where are your guys out here on wavelength?
No take, Jay.
What did he say?
Come on.
Did he say no tape, Dick?
No
tape,
take.
Dick?
Jay was trying to get a take off.
What did he say? I can't understand a word he's saying. Tell him to get off. I can't hear what he's saying. What the fuck is happening over there?
It's too loud. Too much celebration.
Did he say tape, Dick?
Is that what he said?
What did he say, Chris?
I think Chris said no take, Shay.
Oh, no take, Shay.
Yeah, I said no takes. No take.
What are you talking
I'm not talking about Dick.
He said no tape, Dick. I'm like, what are they doing?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
They're having fun, Carm. This is what happens when you leave a playoff game.
I'm going to tell you this. I will give Cub fans a lot of credit. That building, what is going on now? What are these two knuckleheads doing?
What do you mean knuckleheads? That's not me honking.
You know what this is like? This is like when the parents let their kids go to Wrigley for the first time to experience what a celebration is like. They don't know what they're doing. It's the night at the Roxbury right now between Charlie and Tyler.
I mean, really.
When's everyone gonna Venmo us for our pace bus back?
Give us a little scene setter, boys, if you can. I mean, that place seemed electric.
Yeah, you gotta
paint a word picture.
No, but not just the pictures. Charlie, tell us. Use your words, Charlie. He's like a child. You're not kidding. Use your words.
Oh, I mean, there's plenty of honking, plenty of voices lost. I got to be honest. Me and Tyler, men in the arena tonight, we stepped up. Let a few Freddie chants in my section. We did what we had to do to pull out a W tonight.
Nice. The Freddie chants were good. I like
the Freddie chants were great.
Did he just call it an arena?
I don't know.
Did he call Wrigley Field an arena?
The two of them, forget about it. Hang up on them. Don't let it back on. I mean, what the fuck?
So wait, Shay, you were in the middle of your take. So this is going, and what?
I respect Pat Murphy going all out to end the series tonight and get a win. but I also think there's a pretty extreme cost for the stuff that he did, especially managing the bullpen and leaving Ashby out there for as long as he did to wear it a little bit. Now you're going into a game 5 where you don't have your best pitcher available and you just gassed your best reliever. I feel like it's a little – it's not where I'd want to live going into a do-or-die game.
And I thought the bunt was pretty desperate, especially with the top of the order coming up.
Yeah.
I said, like, I get why Counsell did it when he did it. That made some sense to me. Like, you're up. You're playing with house money a little. The bottom of your order is scuffling, and they're coming up. Like, I don't have as much of an issue with that at all, and it worked out for the Cubs. But I thought what Murphy did was a little bit desperate there.
You know what I loved the most, too, to just piggyback off of your thoughts, is that Kyle Tucker, the last 2 at-bats, looked like Kyle Tucker when he's healthy.
Yeah.
He hit a home run, Oppo, left center field, and it looked like an easy power, and everything's been hard for him when it's becoming hard, like significant contact. And then I think he singled in his last at bat as well.
Yeah.
I think that bodes well for the Cubs in the last game as well. Shaw's starting to hit a little bit. We saw what Happ did. I feel good. Like, I felt like shit after 2 games. I didn't even trust them tonight. Matthew Boyd was awesome, but what I liked most out of anything is that Kyle Tucker is starting to hit like we all know Kyle Tucker can hit.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sylvie. And especially going opposite field for that home run.
Yeah.
Like,
it was easy.
A controlled swing.
Yep.
He was on it.
Did it feel a little bit like a pressure relief to anyone else that they added runs on in later innings? Where it's like, a reminder, we actually are allowed to do this. We can score. Because I felt like all the at-bats got better after that moment, too. Everybody seemed to release a little bit.
It felt like this. It felt like the same old after they stranded the bases loaded in the fifth. And then
that's what I thought. Yeah.
To add on a little gives them, if you'll take any little bit, I think, momentum and confidence builders you can get at this time of year. I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt. Will it carry over 48 hours? I don't know, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And so to kind of add on like that a little bit, pretty good.
Did you guys talk about who
started to call Yurko and say goodnight?
What's that?
Chris, do it. Do it right now.
You do it.
Loop them in and do it.
You do it.
So wait, can I do that on my? Should I do it right now?
Just call
him on your phone.
Yeah, just hold your phone up. Just hold. But
I'm streaming on my phone.
Then Chris, call him and say goodnight.
All right.
Yeah. So you want? I can get my laptop. I can change over. And
hold on.
Get my. I
texted Yurko earlier tonight. Charlie texted Yurko about the home run from Happ, and he gave us both the thumbs up and nothing more.
What a day for the good kid.
I know what's going to happen. If I call him, my dog is sitting right here. He will go nuts the moment he hears the phone ringing.
Let's hear from Gus.
Oh, Gus will go nuts?
He's going to think it's like a delivery person.
Oh.
Watch.
Do it anyway.
Hold on.
Yurko texted me, which he doesn't do often, like right away when Happ hit the home run. He said it. He texted me, "It worked!" ! I got like 40 text messages when it happened. It was.
Can you guys hear it ringing?
I can hear it, Chris. Yeah. Where's Waddle?
Drunk.
Hey, it's Yurko. You've reached my phone. I can't get to it right now. Leave a message and number, and I'll call you back as quick as possible. Thank you.
Leave a message, Chris.
Hey, Yurk. What a call. See you in the morning.
Great job, Yurko.
Let's go.
Great job, Yurk.
All right. That didn't. Nothing good came from that.
You think he's celebrating with Renee right now?
He's at the bar. He's
not celebrating his like he's the hero.
He's celebrating at the bar. I guarantee you.
Everybody's buying him drinks because he got Happ to hit a homer.
Yeah. I'm telling you, my phone fucking blew up. Like
mine too.
Up.
Carm, a lot of people played with us the Ian Happ because I was listening to you, and you know how I have FOMO. So I'm like, there's no chance all this happened on the radio station today.
Right.
I don't know if you guys heard, even Eddie
Yeah.
Eddie on the north side
It was
called
awesome.
in with a horseshit poem.
I heard
But
it.
like everyone was calling in with, we had a guy who was a writing coach for high school kids who send in their college resumes. He gave a Ian Happ poem. And so after all that, I turned to Waddle and go, we have to play Ian Happ.
100%.
We can't be left in the dark if he would homer and it doesn't happen. And sure enough, it was fantastic.
I'm telling you, and it was a no doubter. And I mean,
Yeah.
he hit it 10 rows up, and when he hit it, I'm not kidding. I haven't reacted that way to a Cubs home run virtually my entire life. I mean, not in 40 fucking years. And I literally sprung off the couch. I could believe it, but at the same time, I couldn't. And I'm like, oh my God, he just did it. We won. It's incredible for your, like, the whole thing is amazing. First at bat, incredible.
Jesse spoiled it for us. I don't know if you looked at your phone or not, Carm. You were on our chain. He goes, "Oh my God," or "Holy shit!"
And I didn't even notice that.
Right before, like, so I keep my phone right next to me, so I knew something was going to happen. I didn't know what. And you know, like when you're at the game, you're like a minute ahead of the TV.
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, the home run happened.
I didn't even notice that. I enjoyed the whole thing in real time on the TV. It was
Sylvie, I got 3 separate texts from 3 separate people, and it was all the same text, all caps, Yurko. And then I looked up, and Happ launched.
It's amazing. It was like what he did today, and Carm, it started with you on this, where you're like, I'm going to give Yurko homework.
Yeah.
He hates when I give him homework, but we need him to write a poem for Ian Happ. And the whole day was based on that. It was crazy what we spoke into existence.
It's 100%. I mean, it truly was. I hope Jesse's going to have to go to him and tell him that we did this, just for shits and giggles. Be like, Ian, you gotta understand what's happening here. Got to have Jesse get Ian on with us now. I feel like Yurko's his #1 fan. He has been for years.
It's crazy.
Who's starting on Saturday?
The switch hitting
Yes.
stick.
Who said that?
Chris said it.
Who's starting?
Yes. Go, Chris.
I don't know. Do you trust Shota?
You know what, you guys? What was it? It was 2 weeks ago tonight. We're in Vegas, right? It's 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And the next morning we're on the air. And I remember saying, it might have been when I went and sat down I said it with me and Jurgen, and then I said it to Waddle and Sylvie when I sat down with them for their show at Crosstalk 2 weeks ago tomorrow. We're sitting poolside at Vegas, and I was like, man, I don't think you turn your back on Shota. And I try not to do this and vacillate this much, but man, like just 2 weeks later, I don't know. Do you trust him, or do you start Colin Ray and try to get through the top of that order and then go to Shota?
You start Kate Horton.
Well, how is that going to happen? I heard you guys talking about it, Sylvie. Is that a possibility?
Well, I don't think he's ready, truthfully. But if he were ready for even to pitch an inning or two as an opener or middle, I'd tell Soroka, grab your arm. Like, I would have had him warming up just so he can show people, oh, I grabbed my shoulder, and then you activate Horton because...
So that's the rule. So the rule is if he's not on the DS roster, you can add him via injury?
Because he was on the injured list.
For the rest of the playoffs. Then.
Wouldn't
right,
that
Soroka would be done for the playoffs then, though, right?
No, next round. Not that you need him
round.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But wouldn't that have to happen like now, because you have to get a waiver from MLB and there need to be time to approve it?
Yeah.
So like somebody go Nancy Kerrigan.
Okay. All right.
Mike Soroka.
Somebody Nancy Kerrigan, Mike Soroka. Let's assume that doesn't happen, because that seems like a long shot, right? Like he might not even be ready. Who knows if the league allows it, if the league approves it. Like if that's a long shot and it can't happen, to navigate the top of that order in that first inning, do you go to Colin Ray and then go to Shota? I don't know. I don't have a good answer to this, you guys.
Don't you just do what you did against the Padres and start Kittredge and then go to Shota maybe for 2 innings?
You hated that. Wait, Shay, you hated them starting Kittredge.
I know. I didn't like it at the time because I thought if you're going to go Shota for a start, just start him. But this is a different situation now, do or die, where I got to win game 5. I got to get through the top of that order any way I can. And then if I only give Shota 2 innings and I duct tape this together with Colin Ray and Ben Brown and my bullpen, I'll figure it out. But I got to just win. Like there is no this. I didn't like using an opener when you had it tomorrow, and it's always sketchy to me because what happens if this guy can't get through the 3 hitters you need him to get through, and then you have to bring somebody into a dirty inning. But I don't trust Shota to get through a first inning. So
yeah, I'm with you.
That's
I'm
kind of
with
where
you.
I'm at. I just I don't trust him to get through a first inning. I don't trust him to pitch with 2 outs. I don't know if I trust him to pitch at all, but I think he has to, right?
Do you think Craig Counsell will start Matthew Boyd?
Stop it, Sylvie. You ball buster.
Podger was asking about starting Jamison Tyone on short rest, and I'm like, no, come on, no.
Stop it.
We're not doing that.
He's got to be available, though. I was going to suggest
yeah,
that.
Sure.
So
he's got to be available for an inning.
He threw what, 75 pitches? Is that right? What did he throw?
Yeah, but what was it now? Now he's gotten 2 days rest?
He'll have 2 days. I would think that there's a chance if they need him that Tyone is available.
For an inning.
I do think that that's a possibility. I do. Who are the Brewers starting? I mean, was Woodruff on their roster for the DS or no? Is he?
No,
he's not, right? He's not on the roster.
He's not, and he's not active.
Because he's hurt too. Yeah. So Woodruff's not on the roster. So
yeah, they're going to say Ashby had a quad strain in his 40-pitch outing today.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're going to do the same thing the Cubs want to do with Cade Horton, right? I mean, I didn't even know who the Brewers. That's how tough it's getting this time of year for all these teams. Like, you didn't even know who you're literally holding it together with, like you said, Jay, with like duct tape. Like, how are you doing this?
And Carm, that's where it gets really I don't want to look forward because the NLCS doesn't exist now. But if it's this difficult to get your pitching staff through 5 games, what does it look like when you have to get them through 7?
Yeah.
I don't know against the Dodger team that's got some options now. They didn't last year, but they do now with Shohei, with Snell, with Yamamoto. You know, they've got some options and some guys that can give them length. I don't know how you do this. I mean, you take it game by game. You got there's nothing else to do. You hope if you win Saturday, Cade Horton can come back next week. But listen, I said last night to you guys, I thought the Cubs were going to win tonight. I've heard it all year in my Twitter feed from Brewer fans how much we rag on them and I suck for not giving them enough credit. I think they're a marvel. I love what they do. I think the Cubs are better. I just do. I think the Cubs are better. I don't know how they're going to do this with the pitching staff, but if I were you, if I were any Cub fan, I'd feel pretty good about Saturday. And the best differentiator at this point, at least the last decade plus worth or 15 years worth of data tells you if you out-homer your opponent, chances are you're moving on. The Cubs are out-homering them. I just think they're better. And so Brewer fans can throw it in my face come Saturday night, Sunday morning. But you got to figure out this piece of how you navigate those early innings. I get that and how you do the pitching staff, but I don't know. I have a feeling the Cubs are winning Saturday. I think they're better. And
I do too.
Saturday.
Someone said in the comments that the Brewers are going to start Mizorowski.
That makes sense.
I would too. I'd feel good about that if I'm them.
Yeah, that does make sense.
You're going to get hit around though.
You're going to have to formulate you're going to have to spend tomorrow coming up with a really good approach of what you want your hitters to do against him and how patient you want to be and see if you can get some of the wild Mizorowski, some of the, the near 4.5 walks per 9 Mizorowski from the regular season. You're going to have to spend a lot of time formulating a plan in the next 48 hours with your hitters. This is how we're going to do this, if that's the case. Because if you let him overpower you, and if you make it easy for him in a sense where you're not making him throw strikes and you're allowing him to be a little bit more unpredictable, that's where it gets tough against him. So there's a path to beating him. You just have to be, you have to be smart about how you do it.
For sure. All right, boys, I'm going to head out. I got to get up in 4 hours.
All right, see you, Shay.
Yeah, Waddle's just bailing on us tonight. I mean, he must have passed out.
Where's Cap?
He's doing his recap, isn't he?
Does he do that first?
Of course he does.
Yeah.
How long are we supposed to wait? Come on, Cap.
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed too. I mean, I'll talk to you, Sylvie, if you want. I'll talk to you for a few minutes. Oh, that's it. Black's out. It's just me and you. He old it. I poured a whiskey for Waddle, and now he's not even going to show up. What a douche.
He's going to Boston College to drink with his old college roommates.
He's off tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. So there's no chance he's coming on.
Probably not. He's sick as a dog too. He's been sick for 6 weeks.
He's always fucking sick.
Always. But I got to tell you, Carm, that I was shocked at the way the Cubs played tonight. I loved it. They were like, I got frustrated when they were up 3-0 and they stranded runners and they couldn't add on. But the pitching was fantastic. What Palencia did tonight.
I know.
What was Palencia? I can't tell you how happy I am the way he's pitched the entire postseason so far. So I think that if you get 3 or 4 at the start, and then you go to this same game plan. Kittredge wasn't used tonight. You just can. Oh, there he is.
There's Catman.
Still alive. Oh boy, look at those tattoos.
I know.
What's up, Cap?
Still alive, baby.
How about it?
And I think you guys are winning Saturday, Cap. I was just telling these guys that. But Sylvie was talking about like navigating and navigating, especially if you can get an early lead again, which you've done in every game, and just but the bullpen has been phenomenal, and I'll give Craig Counsell credit for this. I know he's taken it in the teeth a lot. I think the way he's deployed them, the way he's used Palencia, the way he used Keller to go through the top of that lineup, knowing he probably didn't have to worry as much in the 9th with the big lead. I thought there was some really good stuff from Craig Counsell. So if you're wondering why they're paying him all that money, listen, I don't know if I could tell you any MLB managers worth $8 or $10 million a year. I really don't know. I'm not here to argue that, but I think a lot of the buttons he's pushed, especially with the bullpen in these playoffs, has been very, very good. And I thought he did it again tonight.
Yeah, and he has, like I was saying to Sylvie yesterday and Barstool Eddie this morning, wow, Ian Happ's really struggling. Do you play Ballesteros? He had the big 3-run bases loaded double off Freddie Peralta in Milwaukee when we were there with listeners July 30th. And Craig has always said, you can't tell me when guys are going to break out or when guys are going to slump. So I'm going to play my best players and see what happens. He was right.
Yeah. And I feel like tonight it could be one of those games. I was saying before, Cap, like you never really know, like if you can ride momentum one game to the next. Those are impossible things to really quantify, right? But like you've got to feel good that you didn't just score in the first inning, that you tacked on late, that Shaw came up with a good piece of hitting and a good hit in a big situation. That, like Sylvie said before, Tucker is starting to look like the old Tucker again. Just the swings look better and hitting the ball out of the park the other way. Like if the floodgates open here a little bit, and you know how this goes with hitters sometimes, it sort of is like a contagious thing. And once they get going for a little while. I think it happened at the perfect time for the Cubs offense. So if they can carry that over, and I think they will carry it over to Saturday night, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sylvie. I think he does look like his swing looks better. You know what was super cool? Before the game, there was a video they were showing of Justin Turner working with Matt Shaw, and it was the exact swing when he went down to the ground and punched that one to center to drive in the run. I think the 4th run. He was showing him how you get your hands down there, and as soon as he did it, they went to the dugout, and you saw Justin Turner like his wife just gave birth. It was super cool.
Yeah.
He was a proud papa. Super cool.
I thought, well, I mean, to get Shaw going a little bit and to get a little confidence. But I said earlier to the guys that I thought the best thing to happen tonight, besides them winning and forcing a game 5, is that Tucker looks like he could be ready for a good run offensively. And they're going to need him.
Who you pitching on Saturday if it was you? I'd go Colin Ray.
That's what I would do, yes.
We were talking about that. I think you're right. I think you start Ray and...
Any chance for Horton, Cap?
I don't think so. First of all, is he ready to pitch?
We don't know.
Who knows?
And you can't... who you putting on the injured list? You pushing
Soroka.
Ben Brown down the stairs as he's leaving?
Yeah,
Soroka
or Soroka.
It would have to be Soroka or Brown.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Push him down the stairs?
Does Tyone get an inning if they need him?
I think
Yeah.
all hands are on deck, Carm. Don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I think Sylvie said that earlier too. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you
Well,
have
go
to.
backwards. Go backwards. Keller gets another inning. You get a day off.
Yep.
So Caleb is against your lefties. He's going to
Valencia will
pitch.
get an inning.
Palencia.
Palencia at least an inning. I've been very proud of what he's done.
Yep.
I think you got to have Tyon for an inning. You got to have Kittredge for an inning.
Yep.
So you have all these guys that can pitch an inning, and your starter, you're hoping to get 9 outs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could get 3 magnificent innings out of Colin Ray, I think you take it.
Oh yeah, I think you'd be. Are you kidding? I think you'd. I think you take that as a huge win if you get 3 good ones out of him. 100%. Absolutely.
And then don't forget, you also have Aaron Savale, who's throwing the shit out of the ball.
I agree with you. I would use him, former Brewer. Look, if Andrew Vaughn can do well, that's who remember, that was a trade.
That was the trade. Yep.
That would be unbelievable if those two are facing each other.
How about it? I know.
So my wife went to the game tonight with her sister. They were there last night. My sister-in-law had a flight this morning at 7 a.m. back to San Diego. And I'm like, there's no freaking way you're leaving, Veronica. She's like, I have to. I have a meeting at work. I'm like, then call in sick. And I went on StubHub and I bought 2 bleacher seats for them. I'm like, well, you can't leave now. I just bought you a ticket. She's like,
Smart.
What? So they went.
I got to give Cub fans credit. That atmosphere just seemed amazing again. Just everybody up almost the whole game, and it's very electric. So I'll give him all the credit in the world.
Carm, from my seat, and like I was at game 1 of the wild card, and I've been in many of the games in 2016. I was at the Montero game. I thought from start to finish that, at least the way it translated on TV, this was one of the best Cubs crowds I've ever seen.
Sure felt like it. I mean,
Yeah.
TV, it felt like it.
Yeah, it was electric, man. And when Ian Happ hit that home run, holy shit, was that cool.
Amazing.
We were all
Sylvie,
going
what are you
crazy.
eating? What are you
Winner,
eating,
winner.
Sylvie?
I got the I'm almost a third through of it.
Are you going to eat the whole thing?
Who knows? We'll see whether I drank a bottle of wine. Now I need a little ice cream.
What kind of ice cream is that? I've never seen that container.
It's a pistachio gelato. It's pistachio and vanilla gelato. I had this with Evan on Unsportsmanlike. Chris Canty didn't understand how you eat pistachio gelato. Carm, you know, as a fellow Italian like me,
Yes.
pistachio gelato is what it's all about.
It's about as authentic of an Italian thing as you will ever find. Yes, 100%.
Where did you buy that?
Trader Joe's.
Oh, wow.
You know, because they're the gelato capital of the world.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a bet with our friend Lance McAllister every year. He gets the Reds, I get the Cubs. I had to spot him 4 games. If I lose, I have to pay. I can't get it for free. Pizzas and whatever from Malnati's. I think I've won 4 of the last 5 years. The Cubs win, and he sends me 6 pints of my favorite flavors of Grater's ice cream.
Grater's, baby.
Oh, man. Boldly Bearcat is my favorite flavor. Oh,
Grater's is good.
We're going next month. We're going to be in Cincy.
You got to go to Grater's.
How does Canty not understand pistachio ice cream? I don't get that. Pistachio ice cream is delicious. Pistachio gelato is delicious.
And Carmen, not everyone's as worldly as you and I.
I didn't think it's that worldly. I grew up in Berwyn, Illinois. I had pistachio ice cream.
Where'd you go, Morton, East or West?
No, I went to high school in Naperville. We moved to Naperville when I was like 10. So I went to Naperville North.
Do you remember
went to Morton East?
The 85 Bears, when they were practicing for the playoffs, practiced at like Morton East in their field house.
My mom took us there. My mom took me and my brother there. I was 9 years old. I was 8 years old. And my parents went to Morton East. So yeah,
Hamp said that they would
practice there, Cap.
Hamp said, Cap, listen to me. He would make us take school buses all the way to Cicero.
Yeah,
in their uniform.
In uniform.
I saw it with my own eyes. 8-year-old Carmen was there at Morton East at my parents' alma mater watching this. Yes, it is 100% true.
And the Bears get off the bus, school buses, in their uniform.
Yes.
Well, before they built the Hawks practice rink, they used to practice at Johnny's.
Right.
A lot of times the teams would do skate if the teams were in town early, and if like the Bulls had a game that night, the floor was down and they needed ice, they would go to Johnny's and they would dress. Like the Kings would be in town, they would get dressed at the locker room in the dressing room at the United Center. They'd put on their skate guards like we were kids in Pee Wee's.
Right.
They'd get on the bus. They'd get the bus would pull up on Madison, right on Ada there, whatever the Northwest Street is there, just north of Madison. And the bus would pull up. The fucking LA Kings would come walking out. Professional. They got their shit on. They take their skate guards up. They get on the ice. They practiced. They got on and they went back. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
And then the Bears used to fly to Sewanee, Georgia. Remember that?
Yeah. I don't remember that.
To use the Falcons facility before Morton would let them.
Oh, I didn't know that. No,
yeah, before the Super Bowl, they practiced there.
It's crazy. Absolute craziness.
I love it.
Well, right, still alive, boys.
I'm going
still
to bed.
alive.
See you tomorrow.
All right, have a great day.
So we're done now?
Well, wait. What else are we going to do? I mean, we talked about everything important.
We did.
Everyone go out, get yourself some gelato.
Sylvie wants to sit there and eat his whole pint of gelato. Go eat in peace. Go ahead.
Guess what movie is on TBS right now?
Old School.
Science.
Nope, I'll give you the line. I guess we just have to go out and win the whole fucking thing.
Major League.
Yes. Right there.
Fantastic. I'm going to go watch it.
All right, you guys have a great night.
Right,
I got to get a little. I'm going to get a little
Let's go
bit of
Cubs.
sleep.
Let's go.
Go Cubs. Have a great night, boys.